Hey everybody, it's Jen Baya, Life Coach, Positive Living. I hope this finds you in a good mood. We're touching on relationships. It's been something that's been brought to my attention with a lot of different people. So I thought, well, when in Rome, are you somebody who settles? Do you find yourself in a comfort zone and then just kind of ride that out, that everything is hunky-dory, it could be better, it could be worse, but all in all, I'm comfortable. That is settling. Or are you somebody who gets what they want out of life within reason, and you compromise with your partner and what have you, but essentially you get what you want. These are two very different existences. To be somebody who settles, you may be okay with it now, but later you're going to have regrets, and then you're also going to find blame in your partner and have resentment, possibly, that, or, well, you didn't let me live out my dreams, you didn't, allow me to fulfill, who I really was, or really am, but really you're doing that. What you allow will continue, and that's in relationships, business, friendships, and anything that we do. What you allow will continue. So being content is a very, very good thing, but it's also a very dangerous place to be. Now, how does this factor into relationships? A lot of us can say, everything is almost perfect, but, he or she falls short in this area, and I just kind of overlook it. Well, here's what's interesting. You overlook it now, but you won't always. As a matter of fact, it'll be, you talking to your girlfriends and, he just doesn't, do this and he doesn't do that. So don't settle. There is the perfect person out there for you, and you can be the perfect person for someone. All right, and people shouldn't have to change a whole lot, because people aren't really going to change. And if you're in a relationship and you feel like, he's perfect or she's perfect in every way except for this, and I feel like, if I work with them, that, they're going to change. No, not going to happen. What will happen is that you're going to change and you're going to become miserable. So nip that in the bud. In a relationship, there are components that are very, very important, and intimacy is very important. Communication is pivotal, and trust. So there's so many other components that are absolutely necessary for a healthy relationship. Biggest thing is communication, because intimacy and trust and loyalty, all of those things will kind of be taken care of under that umbrella of communication. So if you are, let's say your partner has requested something intimately that you're not typically into, not really fond of, and don't really see yourself doing, compromise. If this is really somebody that you want to spend your life with, then making them happy is essentially going to make you happy. And communication will get both of you there. So I'm not saying go out and do some, freaky deaky things that, if it's something that is beyond your moral compass, absolutely, don't. But remember this, what you're not willing to do, somebody else is. So compromise is key. And, communication. Let them know. Say, this is what feels good to me. This is what I enjoy. And you will really become empowered in knowing your partner and knowing that your partner knows you in a way that nobody else knows. That is what you share together. So communication with everything. A lot of relationships fall short because of financial things. So there's arguments about finances, and this is everything I'm saying goes right back to communication. Because if you and your partner are really doing this and you're in it for the long haul, then your finances are going to be kind of bleeding in together. Everybody should maintain a certain amount of independence. Absolutely. We should never completely be reliant on anyone. But there is a difference in being reliant on somebody and unable to function without their help, and then being somebody that is independent and willing to share in this financial situations. If you're living together, then yeah, you need to be, you're coexisting, and make a budget, communicate, because there is a way that everybody can get what they want out of this relationship. What does it boil down to? Communication. So the finance situation is rectified. You guys now have a budget. You know how much money every month is allocated to everything, including fun. You got to make sure that you keep fun in your life. It's very important, and that you also reward yourself for your hard work is very important to do. And then your independence and maintaining that. Being a supportive partner is probably one of the sexiest things that a person can do for another, to show that you believe in them, that their goals are just as important to you, and that you trust them. When you give somebody your trust and you really, really give them that, they're going to respect that so much that you're not going to have to worry about them sneaking around behind your back or whatever, because you trust each other. You have open line of communication. You are really partners. You're really partners. So when it comes to relationships, always be honest. Be honest. Tell your partner what you expect out of the relationship. Okay? And always communicate. If something's bothering you, tell them right then. Do not call up your girl, your boy, and say, what, this mug right here is just all, No, because you're creating trouble for yourself in the long run. All right, so you got a problem, and I've said this before, and you're going to hear me say it many, many times. If you have an issue, you share that with your partner, and you take care of the situation at home, and you will find that your partner cares about you, loves you, is going to want what's in your best interest. They want to hear how you feel about things, and they want to work with you. So, running back through, honesty, communication, intimacy is very important, but it doesn't necessarily always mean sex. Intimacy can be anything that is intimate between two people that care about each other. Like, you know, my baby worked hard today. I want to do something special for him when he gets in. I want to give him a massage. You know, no expectation, just because I want to. I want to do this. You know, that's intimacy. And it's so important that you make sure that the people that you love know that. You know, you may say, you know, I just told her or him yesterday that I love them. That should be enough for the month. You know, maybe in your mind it is. But it's so important to make sure that the person in your life does feel important, and always let them know. Let them know. Look, I love you, babe. I'm so grateful for everything that you do for me. Just knowing that you're here means so much, and you've always got my back. And, you know, don't ever take anybody for granted, because they don't have to be doing the things that they do for you. They don't have to be supportive. They don't have to want to communicate and to improve on the strengthening of this relationship. So if you are fortunate enough to have somebody that is so strong in your life, by all means, show that love in return, because it always comes back. And, you know, don't ever do anything with the idea that what you're going to get in return. Do it because it's important to you, you know, and you're going to find that you have a happier, healthier relationship. And don't be afraid to tell your partner what you need. You know, what's the worst that can happen? If they're already not meeting your needs, and you are open and say, you know, this is really what I need. And they can say, no, not doing it. And you're right in the same spot that you were before you mentioned it. And maybe more in a position to lobby for something more. I know for me personally that when I am in a relationship and completely 100% committed and devoted, there isn't anything that I wouldn't do for my man. There just isn't. And if I'm not well versed in whatever it is, I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to try. You know, and I feel that everybody needs to be that way. Be more open, be more adventurous, and life is a lot of fun, and it's very freeing to know who you are, know what you like, and to be able to have that in your relationship. So don't settle. None of us have to settle. Nobody. There's a perfect person for you out there, and it all starts with you. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you want out of a relationship and what you're expecting in order to share that with your partner and to get that in return. You can't expect someone to read your mind. And a lot of us do this. You know, well, he should have known. She should have known. No. But you tell somebody. You let them know how you feel by communicating, right? Okay. All right, guys. Never settle. Life is short, but take your time when it comes to people that are going to be in your life for the rest of your life. Never take people for granted, because they don't have to be doing anything that they do for you. And make sure that the people that you love know that you love them and that you support them. These are all things that are so very important, and you're going to see drastic changes in your life. You really will. All right, guys, be positive, and most important, Be amazing because you are. Bye.